Record scratch. So you may be wondering why I'm about to cut the nose off this cute little plane. Well, I will tell you. So I flew this plane a bunch of times and eventually it started having a problem with the gyro. It would just go crazy after a certain point and veer off or try to go up out of control. And through various internet forums I came to guess that it was related to vibration. So you can see here I've throttled it up and the aileron there is just gone completely out of control. But if I hold it near where the gyro is and damp it out with my hand, then the aileron goes back to normal. But if I hold it at the back and let the vibrations go, then yeah, nothing good happens. So these little planes have a tiny little gearbox in the front there. It's a brushed motor with a little gearbox, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace that gearbox. I sent off to AliExpress and got 2 new ones actually, just in case for the next time this happens. But now I'm going to measure out where the back of the gearbox is and mark it all around the nose of the plane. And then I'm going to add a couple of little features in the cut to help me locate the nose when I put it back on again. And then we cut. This is a little nerve-wracking for me, but yeah. So cut around there. I'm not cutting too deep, but I can feel the nose starting to come loose, and you can just sort of feel where it's binding up and do a little extra cutting there. But eventually the nose just comes right off. Then of course we've got to free the gearbox assembly from the nose. This was very satisfying. What was less satisfying was trying to get the gearbox, or the motor out of the gearbox. It was in there. I think it was glued in there, and I really had to destroy the old gearbox to get the motor out. And here we are putting the new one in, just making sure that I don't damage any of the teeth on those cogs as I'm pressing the motor in. And then I thought I'd give it a little test. So just in my hand I'm holding it, and I turn it up, turn the throttle up, and it is so smooth. I wish I had done this with the old gearbox before I destroyed it, because that just, in my hand, it just felt like butter. So good. So now there's a little bit of E6000. There's a little T-shaped slot in the nose that the gearbox fits into. So put a little, not too much, just a little bit of glue in there, and stick that in. And then just glue the other side on. I'm going to wrap it around with some tape just to hold it together. And then I'm going to do the same thing to put the nose back onto the body. And you can see where I've got those little locating features that I cut out, helping me tremendously of getting everything aligned. And now, more tape.
Many unbearable hours later.
The next day, let's give it a test. Do exactly the same thing that I did before. Same prop. Hold it lightly so that it can vibrate if it wants to. And give it the juice. See what happens. And watch that aileron. It is doing nothing. Even go all the way up to full throttle. No change at all. So I'm ready to call this a success. I think this is great. Very happy that I cut the nose on my little plane and didn't destroy it. So let's take it outside. Now, as you can tell, I am far from the greatest pilot in the world. That is not helped by the fact that I didn't charge the battery before I came out. But you can see the plane is flying perfectly well controlled, even with not enough battery. It's still able to fly around and got some good throttle there, and it is very controllable. It's not going crazy. And thank you for watching.